We all good?
I think so.
Okay, so the bacon video on Facebook that I did, some of you asked about how to cure it, how I cure it, and how I smoke it. This is the way it worked for me. I've just done it I've done it twice. First time was kind of a failure. Second time kind of worked pretty good, actually. So this is the cure. They call it prog powder. It's a sodium nitrite. And when they make it in a number 1 and number 2. For bacon, you'll need a number 1. Then also salt. Kosher salt works well, but you want a non-iodized salt for this process. Okay? You want pork belly, uncured, not bacon, but just uncured pork belly with no skin is really what you want for bacon. Okay? So this is what that looks like, sort of. Right here, these are still a little bit frozen, but they're thawed, really. Okay, that's a pork belly. The skin has been trimmed. There's fat, but if you look at the end, you'll see it looks kind of like bacon, but it's uncured, unsmoked, unsalted. Okay. All right, so I've got several of those. Now, on your Play Store, you can find a app called Brine. Okay, it's B-R-I-N-E. It's got a green circle with a white line through it, best I recall. And you can put in, you can go through. You can go through. I'm just making a video. You can put through, you can put in, you have to put in the weight of the meat and the weight of the water. And the meat has to be submersed in the water. Once you put those two things in, it will tell you how much weight by grams to put of the non-iodized salt, and also of the curing salt. The curing salt, though, you have to be cautious because it can be toxic in large amounts, okay? So we've already measured that out. We measured our water. I'm using food-grade buckets, okay? And this is, they call it pink salt. You can see it's kind of pink, all right? So that goes in. I've already measured this in relation to the weight of the meat and the water. Okay, so I'm sure that that's correct. You want to be very accurate with this, but if it's not accurate, I'm going to blame my son Grayson because he did the math. So there we go. All right, here's our kosher salt. Add that to our water. The water's already weighed out. We stir this. Make sure we dissolve all of the salt. Make sure it dissolves really well, really well. Okay. And again, these are food grade plastic buckets. I ordered them online. All right, then we're going to put our pork bellies in. There's one in. Here is the second one in. We want to space them out enough that they can get their, be surrounded. Okay, and we want them completely submersed in the water. So you see that's going to be completely submersed in the water. Okay, and come over and look at this one, son. We've already got 2 pork bellies in this side, and you can see that they're submersed in the water. And we did these by weight too, so we had a different amount of salt and a different amount of cure for this than we did for this, because the meat weighed a little bit differently. And I actually may go back and add some more water. I'll have to do the calculations again, but this one's not wanting to stay under. I might add a little more, I don't know. All right, now you need to refrigerate this. You can do this in these buckets, or you can do it in a tub or whatever, but it needs to be plastic, something that the salt won't interact with. Definitely don't use aluminum or metal of any kind. And then you want to leave that in the refrigerator for 7 days at least, and then I think some people say up to 12. And then after that, we'll smoke it, and I'll try to make another video on the smoking. And we'll see how this batch turns out.